Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel, here at commaik. Today the new liner is being installed in our pool. I will take you along. First, I need to prepare a few small things. I will show you that in this video. If you want to know what to consider and how to install a pool liner in a concrete basin, then stay tuned. It will start shortly. The renovation of our pool from a steel wall basin to a stone basin is entering the crucial phase. Final phase. Today, the pool liner will finally be installed. After that, the water can be filled in and the swimming fun can begin. The walls have already been plastered. Before the liner can be glued and welded, a few small tasks still need to be done. There are still some edges and overhangs from the plastering up here. I will sand it down cleanly today. I will take a closer look at the stairs again, check and repair any defects and touch up. I also need to address the inlet nozzles. Treat it again. The old Teflon tape from the test run is still hanging on the thread. Everything needs to be cleaned and then I can install the nozzles. I will show all of this. Today in this video, I will use a grinding disc on the edges at the top, sanding. For the areas where that doesn't work so well, I will use this grinding cup. I use both with my angle grinder. By the way, you can find all the materials under the video in the description. You can also find the playlist for the overall project pool renovation. Some time ago, there was still a steel wall basin. I have gradually renovated it piece by piece over time into this concrete basin of formwork stones. If you want to know how I carry out the steps, I have completed it. Check the top right. There I will link the playlist. This way you can access it. I will take a moment to review each step of the work, each video. I will begin now with sanding the edges. Afterwards, I will remove the bitumen membrane from the roof of the pool house. Cut off. I will need to remove the bitumen residues underneath because bitumen does not get along at all with the pool liner. After that, the installation of the pool liner can begin. I very carefully and meticulously filled in the gaps on the steps and then smoothed them out. I made some minor repairs to the seating area and to the floor. There were still some smaller holes here. I filled them with tile adhesive, subsequently spread. Even more has happened. Now 2 months without proper rain. A severe storm has been announced for today. Of course, that fits perfectly. It has to rain exactly today, but no problem. I have set up my 8x4 meter tent and anchored. This way, the work should proceed smoothly during the drying process. By the way, this would be the perfect moment to give me some feedback. What do you think of this project? What do you think of my video? Give me a thumbs up, a like, if you like the whole thing. If you haven't done so yet, take a look down here in the corner. There you will find the subscribe button. Just press it and don't miss any of my new videos. first part of the work is done. The walls have been covered with the pool liner. First, long angle brackets were attached at the top edge and secured to the substrate. Firmly glued and screwed, the pool liner was then spot welded to these rails, subsequently welded flat and pressed down. Between the pool liner and the concrete wall is a protective fleece. In my case, it should be 400 3M tool. When I press against it, I notice that the wall is a bit softer. The side pool liners have also been connected to each other, welded. The overhang is a good 5 cm. The installation took place in a cove. Today we will continue. The steps, the bench, and of course the floor will also be lined with the pool liner. Afterwards, everything will be welded with the side parts. The built-in components are usually installed at the end. With the lamp, I had to make a compromise. I wasn't sure if the cable that powers the lamp long enough to reach the other side of the wall. At the same time, I have enough cable on the inside to remove the underwater spotlight for a repair from the water to highlight. For this reason, I have already installed the underwater spotlight. The length of the cable is sufficient. The skimmer is located here in this opening. The skimmer will be installed later, just like the inlet nozzles. As water fills pool liner pulled down by water pressure, only when the water is just below the inlet nozzles will the pool liner be drawn. Cut out and the component installed. I am curious to see what the pool looks like when I'm done here. One more day and then we can finally start with the first swim. What do you say? What do you think? Do you like the project? Then give me a like now, write a comment below the video. And if you haven't done so yet, then press the subscribe button now. 3 weeks have passed since the swimming pool was filled with water. The water level is there, where it should be. The swimming pool is watertight. The pool liner has been welded all around at the bottom, and the pool liners were initially welded together on the walls using a foil welding machine and glued. Subsequently, the weld seams were cleaned and treated with a liquid foil adhesive. Sealed. The edges are also welded over the angle. This makes the whole thing absolutely stable. The angle, or rather the complete surrounding frame to which the pool liner is attached. The welded area has been glued on the inside with sealants at the pool edge. Additionally, the angle was also screwed in place to prevent any water from running behind the pool liner. If possible, I additionally sealed the angle all around with silicone. The steps are covered with a different material. This is also a pool liner. Is, however, significantly rougher. Thus, there is no danger when entering the swimming pool. Slip and injure themselves. We have installed this grey tread foil over the entire staircase, and the lounging area has been carefully laid and welded to the substrate. The skimmer and the 2 inlet nozzles and the underwater spotlight was also installed in the swimming pool. For this purpose, the pool liner was initially applied over the entire surface, the components were assembled, and then the foil pieces cut out. These components are absolutely watertight. I have set the temperature of my solar heater to 28 degrees. I think the temperature has been reached and has also been maintained for several days, although we are currently experiencing outside temperatures of a good 35 degrees. At 37 degrees C, the water is refreshment. Now that the swimming pool is finished, I can think about how the outdoor area and the outdoor grounds should look later on. I will fill in this area, the recess from the old steel wall swimming pool. Build the terrace deck over it. I will also build the terrace deck over the deck by lounge by garden kitchen. Pull along the side, back to this area here. I will cover the pool edge. I am not yet sure whether I should use cover stones or special ones.
It should be done with pool coping stones or strong tiles or windowsills. However, what is important to me is that the stone is clearly protruding over the pool edge. As you can clearly see here, the water level is quite noticeably and indeed quite evidently. It is high. From the water surface to the pool edge there are only about 5 centimeters. If one pushes hard, when splashing in the water, a portion of the water will flow over the pool edge and be lost. Go! However, if the stones at the pool edge now protrude slightly, the water that from below, it splashes back into the swimming pool. That is my goal. This construction site, I will tackle that later in the course of autumn, perhaps even next year. I am curious to see what ideas I will get from you regarding this. Please write to me in the comments below. Comment section on how I can solve the whole thing sensibly, practically, and above all, affordably. I would also be happy if you could please give me feedback on my project. Please check out the playlist below for the construction of the swimming pool and my video. Video description. There you will now find over 10 parts, starting from the demolition of the old steel wall swimming pool, up to the present state and beyond. My video was informative, entertaining. For you, give me a like if you like my video. I would be really happy about that. Check the video description. There I have included some links to other videos, to external sources, and of course to the materials that I have used here. If you are looking for the parts you need, simply click. The same price for you and a small bonus for me and my channel. I want to say thank you very much for watching. Right away, there will be a small photo section coming up. Just stay tuned until the next video. Take care. Bye.